What I want to talk about today is the concept of retirement, and more specifically, how much do you actually need in retirement to have a passive income that supports the lifestyle that you really want? Because most people, I wonder if they've ever actually thought that through. I've spoken to hundreds and hundreds of people, and they often talk to me about, I want to be rich, I want to be financially free, I want to be wealthy. But very few of them have actually thought about what that means to them and their circumstances, so they can be free of the need to go to work, and they'll get their time back to have all of these experiences that they'd always hoped that they'd have time to do. So I want to talk about a rule of thumb today, and it's the rule of 25. Now let's assume that you want to have $1,000 a week passive income, $52,000. Let's just round it to $50,000 a year passive income. Well, if you multiply 50 by 25, that comes to 1.25 million. So if you have $1.25 million worth of income producing assets outside of the family home, that's returning you about 4% per annum, that gives you your $50,000 passive income that you're after. Now I hear what you're saying, maybe $50,000 is not enough. What if it's $2,000 a week you need, or let's round it to $100,000. Well, let's do the maths again. 100 times 25 equals 2.5 million. $2.5 million worth of income producing assets outside of the family home is what you need, returning 4% per annum, to give you that passive income of $100,000. Now, armed with that information, my challenge or my invitation to you is, do you know your number? And if you don't, you should make a priority to work it out. And the way you do that is very, very simple. Because the main categories of costs that we have under our household can roughly be grouped into 4 areas. The first one is the bill payments that we have. The telephone bill, keep the lights on, the rates, those costs that come, they're fixed, they happen just in your desire to have a roof over your head and to drive your car and to answer your phone. They're those costs that come on an ongoing basis, usually on a monthly basis. So they're your bill payments. Second category is your discretionary spend. And as the term sounds, it's where you have discretion to spend on whatever you like. The lattes, your smashed avocado, your dinner reservations on Friday night, the holiday that you want to go on, that's your discretionary spending. And then there's a third category, which is effectively the investment costs. So how much does it cost to hold your property portfolio? How much does it cost to hold your share portfolio? Whatever the investment class that you're in, how much does it cost each year to hold that? And then the fourth one, of course, is your loan payments. The biggest one being the family home, the principal place of residence, the mortgage payment. But how much are you paying back in other loans, if it's a personal loan, if it's credit card or store debt? And they're your 4 categories. But if we fast forward to retirement, think that through. If we've successfully paid off our home and we have no other non-productive debt, well then we shouldn't have any more of those loan payments, so that should be 0. And if you've built the portfolio so that it's self-sustaining, so that it's not having any money coming out of your pocket to service the portfolio, you also eliminate that one. So those last, the third and the fourth category no longer apply. So all that actually leaves is your bill payments and your discretionary spending. So really all you need to do is work those 2 out, total the 2 together, and that'll come to a number to let you know how much money you need in retirement to live as you do today. Now, of course, I know a lot of people think, well, I work hard, I want to have a little bit more in retirement to take that extra holiday. That's fine, but what if you find out that those 2 costs combined cost you $80,000 and you want to go on an extra holiday each year? You might round up to 100. There you know. Or you might have $60,000 and you only need to add an extra 15 and it becomes 75. But what is very, very critical is you need to know that number. Because whatever that number is, you multiply it by 25 and that'll give you the income producing assets that you need outside of the family home for you to be in a position to do that. So my message today is very, very clear. You actually might be surprised how easy it is for you to visualize the amount of money that you need to accumulate during the accumulation phase of your working career so that you can actually retire on the income that you desire. But what I do know is very, very critical in this whole process is you must plan. We must know what that number is and reverse engineer it so we know what we need to do today, so that we know what the next step is that we need to make to move towards our goal. So remember the rule of 25. As soon as you work out exactly how much your bills and your discretionary spending is, you know what it is that you're aiming for.